Hey there, I'm making a video because a lot of people have asked me for this list, and so I thought I would show you and then I'll send you some links. These are the things that I feel like have made a huge difference for every person that has tried them, and most female bodies need them for support. So I try to keep it simple. 6, technically 5 things that I feel like all bodies could benefit from, and then based on what you feel like your symptoms are, if it's fatigue, if it's rage, if it's irregular hormones, there are some other things that I would love to recommend, but I feel like this is a simple, small list that could benefit the majority of women. So the first thing is desiccated liver. You want to get a quality grass-fed liver capsule. A lot of people consume liver just straight up from the cow, liver and onions. If you can do it that way, knock yourself out, because it is like nature's multivitamin. It contains a ton of nutrients that we don't get from traditional protein sources. So think of this like an actual multivitamin but on steroids, way more effective than the stuff that turns your pee yellow and then you're just flushing it all down the toilet, right? So desiccated liver for all nutrient deficiencies. Once the baby took all of that from your body, you're not getting it back. Your body's not finding it anywhere unless you're putting nutritional sources back in. So desiccated liver. You want a quality probiotic. Not all probiotics are created equally. A lot of times the probiotic is eaten up in the digestive tract and never makes it to your gut in order to help with your gut health. Gut health is directly reflective of like mental health. There's a lot of studies between like anxiety, postpartum depression, all of the like off feeling that we feel as moms a lot of the time, even though we're feeling it up here in our brain and our emotions, it's so much gut related. So I'm a big proponent of a probiotic that's going to make it to your gut. I use Monate's. I obviously rep the company, but when I showed it to my naturopathic doctor, she said this is one I would actually recommend for people to use. And she sells the most expensive of the highest quality of stuff. So I was pleased that she said that this would be effective. It's got a capsule that keeps the probiotic from being destroyed in the digestive tract. And then this is really important. I take specific magnesium for the time of day. So I have an evening magnesium and a morning magnesium. The majority of women are magnesium deficient, and it leads to all kinds of issues from brain fog to weight loss to hormone issues. And it's a really simple fix. But the morning magnesium helps with energy. It helps with digestive health and your gut. Whereas the evening magnesium is going to be more of a relaxation. It's going to help you sleep. It's also going to lower the body's stress response. The more stressed you are, the less likely you are to ever be able to lose weight. So we want to, there's like 16 different types of magnesium out there as far as citrate and malate and all the things. So this has specifically the type of magnesium you want for the morning and then the type of magnesium that you want for the evening. And then the last thing is I cannot preach the benefits of protein enough. It has vastly improved my health to specifically pay attention to how much protein I'm eating. If you research it, they're going to tell you that women only need 45 grams of protein a day. That is baloney and cheese, okay? That's just bull. You need approximately 100 grams of protein. If you're nursing a baby, you probably need more than that. If you're exercising regularly, you probably need more than that. But a good rule of thumb is 1.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, okay? So take your pounds, convert them to kilograms, and then multiply that times 1.4, and that's about how much protein that you should be consuming. Now that's really hard on a standard American diet, and it's really hard with just 3 normal meals a day, and so that's why I will always supplement with protein when I make my snacks or my breakfast. The very first thing I do in the day is start my day with protein. It evens out my blood sugar, which is hand in hand tied with your hormones. If your blood sugar is doing this, then your hormones are doing this, and we're never going to lose weight. We're never going to sleep well. We're never going to feel emotionally even. So we've got to get our blood sugar even, and the best way that you can do that is to consume higher levels of protein. So Again, I use Monate protein because I work for the company, but it's also incredibly clean. The delivery method of protein is really important. You want to make sure that you're not consuming protein, but with a lot of fillers in it. High fat, processed sugars or artificial sweeteners, fillers, that kind of thing. You really want a lean protein. And so Monate's protein is super lean, 1.5 carbs per serving, but you're still getting 20 grams of protein. And then it also has an adaptogen blend, which lowers our stresses again, evens out our cortisol, if you're familiar with that, and helps the body come back into just a restful state of being, because when we lower our stress response, our body's going back to what God designed them to do, which is to have energy, to burn fat, to be able to move well, less fatigue, all of those things, okay? And then the last thing, trying to keep this video short, is trace minerals or fulvic acid. And a lot of times we don't have fulvic acid in our traditional diet because we don't have a lot of nutrient, mineral-rich foods anymore. And so I use a product called Shilajit. Again, I'll post it. I'm out, or else I would show you the little box. It's a tiny little pill. I take one a day. And those minerals, again, just help the body to be able to metabolize food better. It helps that gut-brain come back into alignment so that our gut can communicate with our brain effectively, and then it's able to tell it, like, you're good, we're not in fight or flight anymore, you can rest, be at peace, burn calories, be happy, all the things that we want to feel as moms, but our bodies are so depleted from all the nutrients that we gave to our babies that we're still a decade out after having kids, not feeling like ourselves because we never took the time to put what we needed back into our bodies. Does that make sense? So I hope this is helpful. I try to keep it really short. This is a lot of information, and if it's overwhelming, please send me questions. I am here to help, but I'm super passionate about this after my third baby, falling apart, feeling terrible, and looking for any solution that I could find. These are my top things that have made a massive difference in my life. I want that for you too, Mama, and I'm here to help.